Welcome back to another video. Yeah. It's Tomiahk. And if you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not, welcome back. So today's video is gonna consist of a little story time where I tell you guys about my horror roommate story time. They left me in a dark place, a depressing place at that. So let's get right into the story. I ain't gonna waste no time. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, none of that, cause y'all, it was wild, it was crazy, it was the most like life-changing, shocking thing that happened to me ever while staying in my first apartment. So yeah, let's get right into this video. So I pick up my key at 8 a.m. in the morning. Yes, 8 a.m. in the morning. I'm an early bird. I like to be early for everything, and I was like, we can move in, whatever. So I picked up my key at 8 in the morning, and I get to my room, knock on the door. Not even knock on the door, you know, we start opening the door because I got a key now. I stay here, and the first thing I see is a cat. The cat looking at me, I'm looking at it, we looking at each other like, what? And then I just screamed. Me and my mom, we both just stopped and screamed. And then I shut the door because, I really don't do animals for them. But that was the first red flag because I specifically asked for no pets. Even though they say, you know, it's not guaranteed that we can get you in an apartment with no pets. But we'll try our best. Y'all ain't try hard enough, but we gonna get into that later. That was the first red flag, but you know, I just sucked it up and dealt with it, because it's like, oh, it's a little cat, it ain't gonna hurt. But when boom, mind y'all, you know, it's early in the morning. She just woke up, she came out, her head was looking crazy, she was just looking crazy. But I get it, it's early in the morning at that, and you getting woken up out of your sleep by people moving in, so I definitely understand. So, you know, I'm just asking her, you know, which one is my room? She showed me my room or whatever, and you know, just introducing myself. So y'all, as we moving in, I noticed this cat just free willingly walking in my room that I pay rent, and she ain't stopping the cat. She ain't telling the cat to come in here, nothing. Just let the cat roam around and do whatever. But mind y'all, these animals that we have, they're supposed to stay in our room. They're not supposed to be out and about. But, you know, homegirl, her cat had anxiety, so she had to leave it out. But we're gonna get into that later as well. And after I get done moving in, settling down or whatever, I go over to talk to her a little bit more because I gotta stay with this girl for a year. Baby, I need to know who you are, what you're about, your energy, your aura. I want to get all of that. So after I moved in, whatever, you know, I go talk to her. I just kind of get like a strange vibe from her, but I'm not really, you know, thinking too much of it. It was just a little strange. So as I began talking to her, y'all, tell me why this girl was 30 years old staying in a student apartment. And they're not even student apartments no more, but it's mainly college students that stay here because it's literally across the street from a college. So it was just a little weird. And then she was like, she had been staying here for 3 years. 3 years, girl, in a student apartment? I can't do it. I cannot share a room with nobody for 3 years. But I get it, because rent is going up nowadays, and can't nobody afford that. So you gotta do what you gotta do. But it was still like a red flag to me. It's like, okay, mental note in my head. Okay, but me being me, I'm still gonna give everybody a chance. Everybody deserves a chance. I'm not gonna judge somebody off of the first time meeting them. No, that's not me. That's not who I am. So I still gave her a chance and whatnot. And y'all, this is another red flag. This girl went by 2 people, 2 names. She was like, some days she's Jill, which is the girl, and some days she's Bill, which is the dude. So she switched back and forth. She chooses who she's gonna be on which day. Like, I don't know what that is, but Cause somebody please explain that to me, cause I ain't never heard nothing like it. And neither one of them names was her real name, FYI. Because before I moved in, they sent me who my roommate was, her name, all that, her information. They sent me all of that. But then when I met her, she was going by Jill, and she also goes by Bill. She wakes up and chooses who she's gonna be today. So she could be Bill today. And then, I'm just asked, I'm me being nice, trying to get to know her one night. I was just like, needing things from the grocery store, like I'm finna go to the grocery store, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She was like, oh yeah, can you get black bags? I'm like, sure, I'll get black bags, for all of us to share. So I go to the grocery store, get the black bags, get whatever else I needed, because I really was just going because I needed to get groceries, stuff, household things that I didn't have that I needed to get. So after that, time goes on, and I'm being nice, we're being cordial at this point. Like, I'm not really trying to be her friend, I'm just being cordial. Every time I would talk to her, y'all, she would take a question and turn it into a whole 1-hour conversation. Like, I'm like, girl. She started, it started real, like, I could be asking about, something so simple, and she would relate it back to her personal life, about how she was raped, how she was abused, and it's just like, I feel bad, and I don't condone it. I'm really against it, but that had nothing to do with what I was asking, and I am a stranger. Why are you telling your personal business to a stranger? I don't know, but to each his own. Maybe she just didn't have nobody to vent to. I don't know, but I thought that was a little weird that you're just telling me all your business. But whatever. Once again, to each its own. Time continued to go by a little bit more, and at this point, my cousin, he has moved in. Mind y'all, this was a 3-bedroom apartment, me, her, and my cousin. So at this point, my cousin done moved in. He done met her. She done talked to him a little bit, talked his head off, just like she talked my head off. And we're just at the point where we just want to go on with our own lives. That's it. That's all. So, y'all, we're going on with our own life. And one day, I was asleep. I go to sleep early. I'm never up late for real, unless I just got the energy. But I was asleep because I would be in class, or I probably did have class the next morning. But I'm asleep or whatever, and it's 1 in the morning. My cousin is leaving out, and she's standing in her doorway looking possessed, and then proceeds to ask my cousin where he's going. And he told her where he was going the one night, and she was like, why? And he like, because X, Y, and Z. But he felt some type of way, he just ain't say it. So the next morning, I'm waking up, about to get ready for class or whatnot. My cousin comes in my room, and I heard a little knock on the door. I open the door. He comes in, and he's like, I gotta tell you about her. I was like, what she do? And he was like, tell me why. She asked me where I was going last night, and then she was standing in the doorway looking possessed. And then I'm already scared of the dark. And mind y'all, he let that be known from the get-go. He's scared of the dark. So don't scare him in the dark. And she literally did just that. So, you know, me being a female, me and him being my cousin, number one, I don't play about my family, number two. So I said something, but I said it nicely, y'all. That's the thing. I was just, you know, I sent a little message to our group chat that I created, you know, so that everybody's aware and everybody can speak their concerns whenever they need to. But instead of me doing it through text, I sent a message and was like, we need to have a little meeting because number one, I get you're 30 years old. Yes, you're 10 years older than I am, he is, but you're not my mom. If I wanted to stay with a mom, if I wanted someone asking me where I was going, what time I was coming back, when I was coming back, I would have stayed home from get-go, okay? But me being me, I just called for a little meeting for everyone to discuss their concerns and whatnot, and then the meeting comes and we start talking or whatever, you know, we talk about little house things that we really had been needed to talk about. My cousin had moved in yet, so I just wanted to talk about it with him. And so after we talk about the little house stuff that, you know, chores that each and every one of us are gonna do, I brought that up. I was like, so what we're not gonna do, this is the last thing I have to say, what we're not gonna do, we're not gonna ask each other when we're coming back, what time we're coming back, any of that sort, because we're all grown here. We all pay our own rent. Therefore, nobody really needs to know where any one of us are going. We're our own person. Just mind your business. Do you, we do us. And she was like, oh, no, it's not like that. I was just being sure he wasn't going to go kill himself. Huh? Kill yourself? Girl, nobody have those thoughts but you. I'm sorry. You're not gonna sit here and try to make it seem like my cousin is crazy. Yes, you know, he have his own problems where some days he depressed. Some days I'm depressed. But I ain't never wanted to just go kill myself. Like, ever. So for her to sit there and say that, it's like, girl, don't play with me. Why is you sitting here playing with me like that? And I told her, like, if he depressed, if he really was gonna kill himself, number one, my intuition would tell me, because this is my family, this is my blood. We're literally close. We literally talk. He tells me almost everything. So for you to even think that, girl, mind your business and stay away. Like, go back in your room and mind your business. Why are you so worried about us? Why are you so worried about us? And she swear, y'all, she swear up and down she ain't trying to be in nobody's business. But you are. Like, why are you worried about where he's going? Why, like, if he was going to kill himself, why do you care? We don't even know you. We don't know you enough for you to care. You don't know us enough for you to care about us. So yeah, that was the first thing. But I let it go, and I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Girl was upset. Well, not even upset. Homegirl came in late one night, and it was dark in, you know, the living room, kitchen area. And I was opening the door to throw something away, because my door was literally right in front of the trash can, because my door is literally right in front of the kitchen. So I was opening my door to throw something away, and her cat was sitting in front of my door, and I screamed because I was scared. I didn't hear the cat, didn't know the cat was there. I just looked down and it was a cat in front of me, and I screamed. And she was in the laundry area, I guess, doing her laundry. She had literally just walked back in, and she was like, hey, Tomiahk. I was like, yes, how can I help you? She was like, can you please not scream? It reminds me of the time that I was raped and abused. Like, Girl, what does that have to do with your cat? Like, me being scared of your cat. Like, I'm sorry. No, put it up, do something. But what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna try to antagonize me for screaming because your cat sitting in front of my door that I did not know he was sitting there, and you're not gonna try to relate it back to the time that you was raped and abused. Like, I never seen somebody just be so openly and willingly to talk about how they was raped and abused. Like, most people, when things like that, you know, have happened to them, most of the time they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to relive the moment. But it's the fact that anything that I do or say, it reminds you of the time that you was raped and abused. Are you kidding me? Like, you gotta be kidding. Like, I really had, like, I had to be living with a psychopath. Cause ain't no way. And if that's the case, why are you staying in a student apartment? Not even a student apartment. Why are you staying with other people if you have all these issues? If you cannot be with, you know, if you cannot live with people, why are you staying with them? Like, why are you still here? But you know me, I'm trying to be nice. Once again, I let her have it. I walked away. I let her have it. You know, you got it. I'm not finna argue with you about it. But days go by, and we get into the next situation. One day, y'all, and this all happened in a month's time span, by the way. Y'all, one day, this girl was, you know, just, I guess she was drunk. I'm not sure. I just came out of my room from playing. I was playing a Switch with my boyfriend and my cousin. We was all in my room playing a Switch, and I just happened to open the door because my boyfriend, not my boyfriend, but my cousin, he was going back in his room. Like, we was all calling it a night. Like, we was tired. I just happened to come out my room, and she just started talking to me or whatever. And then, no, I'm just being cordial though. I'm just talking back, regular. And then, she proceeds to ask me. I literally forgot what we was talking about, but I do remember this. She asked me, like, would you go gay for Billie Eilish? And I'm like, no, I have a boyfriend. Like, you know I have a boyfriend. Literally, you have seen my boyfriend. Why would you even ask me that? And I'm just like, no, I wouldn't, honestly. Like, I don't go that way. I never planned to go that way. Then she starts talking about how, I forgot what it's called or whatever. I'm not really into that type of thing. She starts talking about how in relationships she like to date 2 people instead of 1. Like, she don't like being committed. All this other stuff, but girl, I'm just listening because I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be committed. I'm gonna be faithful. I'm not going gay. I'm gonna be straight. So I'm just listening, taking in everything she's saying. Like, yeah, that's you, but that's not me, and that's not who I'm gonna be. So don't ask me no questions like that. So I ended the conversation by, yeah, I love my boyfriend a lot, and that's who it's gonna be. I wouldn't go gay for anyone, and that's all that I had to say. But she proceeded to keep going on and talk about her, you know, her gay life and all the sugar daddy she done had and all. Like, I really don't care. I don't care. Like, I don't care at all. Like, I don't. You're not my friend. You're just my roommate. Once again. Yeah, it's so much. But that night ends. I go to bed. My boyfriend heard it and he was just like, that's weird. But whatever. Time goes on. One day, I had planned a game night for us, and you know, just for some bonding time, because she always talk about how she don't have no family, how she don't have, you know, people to do things with. She don't have friends or whatnot. So, you know, me just being me, I'm just like, let me just not even be her friend, because I didn't want to be her friend. I was like, let me be cool and include her in some things. So I did like a little game night with us. And, well, we was supposed to have it that Friday, but I was tired and I told her like, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. So I was like, we can, reschedule tomorrow. And she just got drunk again, y'all. She got drunk. And then went into, my cousin was still up because he's a night owl, but she went into my cousin's room and was like, oh, I don't like when y'all address me as she and her. I like to be called they, them. Which, y'all, she did tell us that. But mind y'all, I ain't never lived with nobody or been or had friends that go by that. So I'm not used to it. I'm naturally just gonna say she, her, because that is what you are. But I get you want to be addressed by they, do. But you have to be patient with me. I'm not that type of girl. Like, I ain't never had to encounter this. So she went to my cousin's room and she was just basically being to him, telling him like how she doesn't appreciate how we don't address her as they, them, and it makes her feel some type of way. But baby, I'm sorry, like, I'd rather just not talk to you at all because that's not in my vocabulary. When I'm talking about somebody, I'm gonna say she and her. And I'm only gonna say they if it's more than one person. They did X, Y, and Z. Or if I'm talking to, yeah, like that's the only way. That's how I was raised. That's how I was taught in school. We was not taught to address a singular person as they, them. Like, we just wasn't. So you cannot be mad at me for doing something that I was taught. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but yeah, no. And I just want to make this known. I am not trying to bash the gay community, LGBTQ, whatever. I'm not trying to bash y'all because in all actuality, I really and truly do love gay people. Like, they really be cool in all honesty. But I don't agree with the fact of it being forced down my throat and someone getting upset because I didn't address them that the way that they wanted to be addressed. Like, girl. But I try to be respectful until you disrespect me, then I'm gonna have to disrespect you and call you a she and her all the time. But yeah, like, I don't mess with that. Like, I'ma just pause it right here because this is a long story and this video getting a little lengthy. So I'm gonna be coming back with part 2. So stay tuned. Yeah. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in part 2. Bye.